you been?
Hey, don't get on my case. Technician here yet?
Yeah, but he wants to talk to a badge. Can you handle this for me, right?
I hope so. What I'm asking him to do is unauthorized.
But legal.
Yeah, well, listen, I know this tech. His name is Nat Wharton. He loves red tape.
Ryan, we have got to get these tests run today.
Well, just let me do the talking.
Okay.
Hey, Nat, remember me?
You got a work order? Leave it with the secretary.
Listen, I need some tests run on the hair samples from the evidence bag 65437 JMK, rush job.
Work order?
Yeah, they're cutting it up at the office right now.
Come back when you have it.
I'll have it by the time you finish the tests.
The DA's office phones in the rush job orders. No one's called me.
Well, she's tied up at court or something.
Too bad.
Come on, Nat. This evidence is for the trial that she's in the middle of right now. It is unbelievably important for us to have these results.
And who's she?
She's my assistant.
Where's your badge?
Listen, let me talk to you privately for a little bit here, Nat. I'm going to come clean with you. Problem is, I screwed up.
Yeah, you did. You know I can't do jack without a work order, Harrison. I've been through this with you guys before.
No, listen to me. I was supposed to have those test results yesterday, and I completely forgot. You understand, yeah? Come on, I need a favor.
My butt is on the line here.
So I'll take the fall. Listen, this is my problem, not yours.
You got that right.
Listen, I'll owe you one, Nat. I promise you, if you do this for me, I'll never forget it.
You cops can't get everything you want.
Oh, come on, Nat. Do I have to beg?
I'll start the test. But you don't get the results without the work order.
Here you go.
Are these the hair comparisons?
Mm-hmm. I owe you one, Nat.
I won't forget you said that.
It's a happening thing, Mary Frances.
You don't have to steer me like a horse, Carlos. Just tell me where to go and I'll go.
Wait here.
Where would I go? Describe what you observed on the night that Jake McKinnon was shot, Mr. White. Holy cow.
Well, Jake had his music turned up real loud for a long, long time. I went over there and told him to knock it off.
So other than the assailant, you were the last person to see Jake before he was shot.
Objection. The witness has no way of knowing that.
Sustained.
After you spoke to Jake, did he turn the music down?
No, he didn't. He was all wound up, kind of tense. Anyway, I let off steam and went back to my apartment, but the music was still blasting.
And then what did you do next, Mr. White?
I went out and took my trash to the incinerator chute.
Which is where?
Right next to Jake's loft.
And you still heard the music?
Yes. Then the door opened.
And what did you see, Mr. White?
I saw her coming out of the loft.
Who did you see?
Ms. McKinnon.
Hi, I'm Jake McKinnon, the man behind Visions. I know what you want. I know how to give it to you. The day before yesterday, the day after tomorrow. In a way you'll never forget. Jake McKinnon. You'll never need anybody else. You'll never need anybody else. You'll never need anybody else.
Let the records show that the witness has just identified the defendant. Now, what time was this, Mr. White?
I'm not sure. Before 10:30.
Would you say between 9:30 and 10:30?
Yes.
Now, did you hear any other sounds coming from the loft that evening?
Well, there was a lot of screaming and yelling, but that was nothing new.
And what did you do after you saw the defendant?
I dumped my trash in the incinerator and went back to my apartment. But the music never was turned down, and I was getting really mad. So I went back there, knocked on the door, and it was open.
And that was when you found Mr. McKinnon?
Yes.
What was his condition when you found him?
He was slumped over the table. There was a lot of blood. That's when I called the police.
All right, one more question, Mr. White. Did you say anything to Ms. McKinnon as you saw her leaving the loft?
Yes, I called out to her, but she ignored me.
Do you think that she heard you?
Oh, I'm sure. She looked like she was in quite a hurry to leave.
Thank you, Mr. White. Your witness?
Chris, when you were being questioned by the police immediately after the shooting, did you have the opportunity to see Marley McKinnon and her twin sister, Victoria Hudson, side by side?
Yes, I did.
Would you please tell the court what you said to the police when you saw them together?
I said I couldn't tell them apart.
So, just now, when you identified Marley McKinnon as the woman you saw leaving the loft, you were lying.
Objection.
Overruled.
I'm not lying, but...
But the woman you saw leaving could have been Victoria Hudson, for all you know, am I right?
Come on, Chris. Spit it out.
Yes, I guess so.
Good. Now, moving right along, Mr. White, you're on the board of the building in which you live. Is that correct?
Yes.
Isn't it true that Mr. McKinnon alerted you that he would be leaving town right before he was shot?
Yes, he said he wanted to sublet.
For how long?
He didn't say.
When was he going to leave?
Well, he said it could be any day.
Did he happen to say where he was going to?
Objection. I fail to see the relevance in this line of questioning.
I have no further questions.
Any redirect, Ms. Graves?
Yes, Your Honor. One more time, Mr. White. Before you discovered Jake McKinnon bleeding from a gunshot wound, who did you see leaving the loft wearing this coat?
Well, I thought it was Marley, but her sister...
May I remind the ladies and gentlemen of the jury that this coat belongs to Marley McKinnon, not to her sister, Victoria.
Objection.
And that the blood on the hem of this coat is Jake McKinnon's.
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is not supposed to be rehearsing her closing comments, weak as they may be.
Sustained, but please avoid the editorializing. You may continue.
You may step down, Mr. White.
Do you have another witness, Miss Graves?
Yes, the state calls Victoria Hudson. Showtime, folks.
I can't believe I let you talk me into this, Harrison. I need an impartial witness to prove that the tests are on the up and up, Carlos. You're gonna get nailed for this.
But what else is new? What if we prove Marley didn't do it?
We may have stumbled upon something really big here, Carlos.
Yeah. And if you're right, the DA's office is going to look like a bunch of idiots.
So what? They didn't do their homework, so we did it for them.
I need to go to the station house and get a release form for that bozo tech Nat. Can you hang out here with Frankie for a little bit?
Then what?
Well, I don't know. Maybe Nat'll like you more than me, and he'll give you the test results without a release form.
You know, it's going to look funny, you not being at the trial with your girlfriend on the stand.
What?
What did you just say?
I wasn't... Oh, hell. Vicky was subpoenaed this morning.
By Morgan?
Yeah. I took her to the courtroom myself. She's up this afternoon.
Look, I've got to get to the courtroom. You're going to have to get these results without me.
What about the release forms?
No, we do not have time. Look, I want you to get Nat down to that courtroom, even if you have to drag him in there by his ear. Do you understand me? This whole case is riding on this.
We'll get those results to the court, Ryan. Won't we, Carlos?